Welcome back to the show. Well, before we learn some moves, Anthony and Patrick are right here still with us in the studio. We're still talking about bowling. But we want to know how the sport is growing here in Indonesia. You just mentioned that it's going to be competed at PON, later this year as well, which means it's a national sport. How popular is bowling currently in Indonesia?
Right now, in terms of popularity, it's not as big as it was before. But at the same time, the Federation, the Persatuan Bowling Indonesia, is trying their best right now to try to expand the horizon in terms of popularity and then exposure of bowling to Indonesia itself. So yeah, it's on the verge. It's on the way to popularize bowling as well.
Do you guys promote this to schools and to grassroots level as well?
Interesting part in Kalimantan Timur, in Balikpapan, they do that. They invite schools to play, and there are competitions between schools as well, because that's what happens in Malaysia and Singapore. That's why bowling is really big in Malaysia and Singapore, because they have them as extracurriculums. And they have competitions between schools, and then they really take pride in terms of winning those kind of competitions.
Now, is there a lot of juniors at the moment that you guys, do you guys know if there's juniors at the moment
Right
practicing
now,
playing
a lot of juniors are on the verge of like getting the interest and being passionate in bowling, especially in Palembang, in Balikpapan as well. There are a lot of juniors. In Jakarta, there are some, but not as many as Balikpapan and also Palembang. Yeah.
I want to ask something. Competitively, is this sport a unisex kind of sport, like men versus women, or is it men versus men and women?
There are categories. So there are men's singles, there are men doubles, and then there's mixed doubles, and women's singles, women's team event. So it is, there are times that is just men's and women's, and then there are one category that is mixed.
Oh, so they even like
So
Yeah, like badminton as well.
doubles.
Very similar like badminton in terms of categories.
I mean, you'd think this would be a popular sport because it's indoors.
Right.
Yeah,
With the AC and
Yeah, it seems to be popular because it's indoors.
Yes, but not so much actually. Apparently in Jakarta. So if for somebody who's interested in starting or joining a league, what can we do? What is there for us to do?
I mean, for us, basically, you can join the Cihuuy because we accept anyone who has, let's say, zero experience of bowling, even who's already a pro. So no experience needed to just join and just try to bowl and just have fun, basically. Because us in Cihuuy, we prioritize like having fun, togetherness, and just basically play the sport of bowling.
And we train every Monday at
8 p.m.
8 p.m.
So once a week, 8 p.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then there's of course more than just one day for you guys to hang out and play.
We usually train on the weekends as well. I mean, we had training this morning, so yeah. As long as if you were interested just to play, to practice your own, it's fine, completely fine. But at the same time, on Monday, 8 p.m., we always have league, you could say, where we join together and play together and just have fun.
It's a nice community.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so even though if you have no background, you got nothing, no experience, you can just show up.
Oh, there are a lot of people from Cihuuy already that start from zero, and then now they're
getting their own balls and shoes.
getting addicted.
Yes, it is quite addictive once.
It's a culture, you're right.
Oh, and you find your sport,
Oh, yeah, you never know. Well, guys, now we have, since we still have Patrick and Anthony here, we're gonna try and learn some kind of maybe holding some technique of holding the bowling ball properly. Maybe, and then you can show us a little bit of how to release without really properly releasing it because we're in the studio.
So
yeah.
I want to beat my dad at bowling at least once in my life, so I could use your tips right now.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Okay.
So who's gonna show us how to grip the ball properly?
Okay. So let's just get some bowling balls here. Okay, so first of all, as you can see here, there are 3 holes. So there's the finger, so middle finger, ring finger, and the thumb. So that's usually people would think, oh, your pointy and then your middle finger and your thumb. But it's actually your middle finger, your ring finger, and your thumb. And you could say it's like a medal, medal symbol. So this is how you hold it. So you basically hold it like this. Try to feel the weight, and doesn't have to be like doing this or anything. Just hold it, and then at the end, you just gotta swing. So swing, that's it. And then here is where the balance comes.
The balance comes
So
in.
That's it.
the right leg would be on the back side, on the left side there, and then your hand will be around here. So to keep the balance, and then you just throw the ball.
Just roll the ball.
Just roll, and then thumb first going out, and then just release it.
Okay.
Okay, now you try.
No, I tried.
I mean, you could try to hold it.
This is the
Yeah,
one
go
with the
for it.
really big.
So this is what did
Yeah.
this ball was the spinny ball?
Yeah, the hook
That's
ball.
one
hook
that,
ball.
that counts.
Yeah, I got
This is the hook ball, guys.
Yeah, there you go.
So this is how you
Exactly.
hold it.
Exactly.
You got the middle, you got the ring, and then you got the thumb, right?
That's
Yes.
So you go from here. Okay. Well, this one's pretty heavy. How heavy is this one?
It's 15 pounds.
15.
So 7.5
7.5
kilos.
kilos.
right?
And this one?
Same.
Oh, 7.5.
So normally, how many steps before you get to the foul line
So
is a good step?
the normal, I mean, the usuals is either 4 or 5. So
Okay.
I'll give you an example for
Alright.
4 steps. So 4 steps is where you start from the right foot first. So 1, 2, 3,
Bow.
4. And then for 5 steps is from starting from the left side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now, what's the difference between 4 and 5?
I mean, it's basically if you feel preference.
Preference, okay.
If you're comfortable with 4 steps, then go ahead. If you're
Okay.
comfortable with 5 steps, it's also
Now, as you release the ball, is there any special move or just basic, or you just try to fill it at the end of the
right.
fingertip
That's a
there?
great question. So a lot of misconception about bowling is where if you want to try to hook the ball, is you spin the ball. Like a lot of newbies.
But you're not.
A lot of newbies are trying to spin the ball, right?
Yeah.
And then probably you would think the same way as well. But actually, you try to spin the ball is just to pull it up.
Oh,
So
no way. Just like that.
Yeah,
pull it
just
up.
Release the
Pull up.
thumb. And
Yeah,
then pull
release
it
the
up.
thumb and pull with your fingers, and that's it. It's gonna hook.
Oh,
that's
there's
for
no
sure.
twisty move
No.
whatsoever.
No, it's
You're
not gonna
actually
spin
gonna
at all.
injure your hand, your arm.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you bowl the ball? Because you said you have a completely different.
Yeah, so I
Right.
actually bowl
The rocking the baby.
two-handed. So the one that I showed you was one-handed, and
Okay.
two-handed is basically just the finger, which is the middle and the ring finger, and I'm not putting my thumb into the hole.
Okay.
So this is how I hold it, and then just basically same thing, 5 steps, and throw.
So
the
instead of the
swing is different.
thumb, you're using the other hand.
The other
to hook.
hand.
Sorry?
Instead of the thumb, you're using the
Yeah,
other.
it's just the fingers and the hands, and then my left hand is supporting the weight of the ball so I can swing, and then yeah, just release it.
All right, let's try it without the ball. I don't want balls flying around here. So, can you walk me and Arango through like the,
Okay.
the
Wait,
4 or 5 steps? Because I
I'll
think
do-
that
I'll do
one's
four.
Which
four.
one?
Could
Which
do
step? So
four.
let's
I'll
do
go
5.
four.
Oh, you go 4?
I'll go 4.
Will you go
wanna do
5 or 4?
Well, I go 5, fine.
Okay, go.
So,
for
right.
4 steps,
4, right?
right foot first.
One,
1,
2,
3,
3,
and then slide,
Slide.
and
There you go. There
You
you
have to
I gotta
slide. Okay.
Yeah,
watch the
yeah.
balance though,
Okay,
right?
so
Yeah.
for
With-
5 steps, left foot first.
left.
5, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So left
So
foot
I would go holding ball right here.
Yep. Left foot first.
1, 2,
2,
3,
3,
4.
4.
No.
I mean,
Yeah,
you're
there
doing
you go.
it.
Yeah, that's
Is that right?
Exactly.
Do I
Completely
slide
fine.
left?
Yeah, there you go. That's a really
Love it.
nice
Okay,
form.
so do you like, because the most difficult part I think is getting
There we
it
go.
straight. Is it supposed to go straight, just like in the normal?
I mean, for new bowlers, they tend to go straight, and it's okay. But along the way, and then you feel like, oh, I want to hook the ball. I really want to make the curve and everything. So that's where that I mentioned earlier is that you don't spin the ball. You just pull it up.
Yeah.
Because what happens if you spin the ball, it goes straight.
Yeah, it just goes to
Yeah.
the gutter.
Yeah.
I mean that's very very normal. So it's okay because a lot of bowlers they're trying new things. They're trying
Yes.
to do this and that,
Yeah. Yeah.
and gutters are basically frenemies.
No,
So it's your friend and also your enemy.
Okay. Well, we just talked about technique. We talked about the movement a little bit. What about strategies, guys? Because again, I mean, I'm not really a bowler. I mean, occasionally, again, it's been a while since I actually been to the bowling alley.
Right.
But sometimes when you bowl, after a few games, you get a little bit bored, right? And then you try to become very creative. Yeah, maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that. But there's got to be some strategies when you actually play. If one thing is working, then you're gonna have to stick to it.
Yeah,
right?
that's basically true.
Talk to us about strategies.
In terms of strategies, especially during competitions, we have to have an open mind. Let's say we feel like, oh, it's probably just me, but actually it's the bowling ball and it's the lane. Even the AC is also a factor.
Yeah.
If it's hot, it's going to affect as well. If it's cold, it's also going to affect the bowling, the lanes. So a lot of strategy has to put in mind, and then just try to remember and remind yourself just to make a good shot. That's basically my strategy. I don't know about Anthony.
And just remaining calm. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's just not your day. So we have this thing called defensive bowling, where we just try to hit as much as we can and pick up your spares. That's the most important.
Pick up the spare.
Pick up your
Oh,
spares.
that's-
Because
Take out
bowl-
spares.
bowling at the end of the day is not about the enemies, but it's actually
Yes.
more on yourself.
So it's like
Exactly.
golf.
Yes, exactly.
Precisely.
Yeah, you don't really play against the other person.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
within
It's
yourself.
about yourself.
Precisely.
Okay. So,
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've spoken about it all. We've spoken about injuries and, you know, but where can we find you guys if
Where?
there are some of our audience in Jakarta who really want to join Cihuuy Club?
Yeah. So
Monday,
basically,
yeah,
yeah.
Monday
if
nights
you're
at 8.
looking to join Cihuuy, so it's on Monday, every Monday at 8 p.m. in Jaya Ancol Bowling. So you can Google up Jaya Ancol Bowling Center, and yeah, you can find.
Socials?
Yeah.
That,
Social?
yeah.
Yeah.
Social media?
In terms of social, you can go to Cihuuy Bowling Club.
Cihuuy Bowling Club.
Ah.
Yeah, it's an Instagram, so we post a lot of contents usually after Mondays. So yeah, exciting team for the
So
design.
how many that's taking care of the Cihuuy Bowling Club? You two, and then I'm sure there's other guys.
Yeah, we do have a organizational structure,
Ooh.
as
Serious?
mentioned.
Man and the treasurer. Yes, absolutely.
That's
Serious, huh?
It's like an
They
organization.
produce athletes. Come on.
All right, there you go. Okay.
Don't act like you don't know how sports work.
All right, Patrick, Anthony, thank you very much.
Thank you very
for the
much,
time.
man.
Thank you
Thank
for the
you.
Delighted.
showing on
Delighted.
how to
Thank
hold
you.
it and the nice looking shoes and everything. Well, guys, good luck with with the community, with the club, and hopefully you guys get more people
Members,
joining.
yes.
You know,
We look
members
forward to
playing
it,
Bowling,
yes.
Yeah, we're very
See you
looking
guys
forward
too
to
over
it.
at Jaya Ancol, yeah.
Hope to see you guys soon
Yes,
as well.
likewise.
course.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, guys. See, the stories will continue after the break. Right now, we're gonna take a quick break and stay tuned. We'll be right back.